Hey guys, welcome back. We got another video today on a Saturday, wonderful Saturday. I want to talk a little bit about part iteration in Openscad. Basically, I have a part that I need to make and it requires a certain shape. Now I can measure with my caliper to get the exact measurements, but translating that into Openscad and having enough tolerance that two parts can fit together is sometimes difficult. So one thing I do to speed this up, it's kind of like, I'll call it part iteration. Let me show you what I'm talking about. The first thing I'll do is I'll just get some graph paper and I'll kind of just sketch out a shape of what I want. And this is the shape of what I want. And this will fit over, this basically fits over like a rail, like a Picatinny rail. So I need that shape and I need to transfer it to a part. So let's say I wanted to make a flashlight mount or something like that. You know, any of these Nerf toys or anything comes with these rails, so you can iterate parts. And what I do is I put the code into Openscad, and there's my shape in a difference. You can see very similar shape. And I'll do versions with just slight tweaks in sizes. It's probably going to be hard to see via a video camera, but you can tell this top one's a little bit wider than this bottom one. So if I have too tight of a fit on this one, I'll expand it out a little bit. And then you know, since there's several points, I can expand certain points meaning points on a plot, or I can expand all the points to make it globally bigger, I'll call it. That's why, let me go to the screen real quick. And this is how I'll iterate. Basically, I will create a module for each size because I want to go back and see what I've been through, right? So you can see I went from, in this one, I went from 11.75 on this point right here down to 11.5. Same with the inside, the 10 to 9.75. When you're dealing in what I would call fractions of a millimeter, it can get tricky. So I love to create an individual module, and then I will just call that module, my last one I called my Rail Profile 7, to go ahead and do a quick test print of this before I put it into the final part, which could be, you know, any kind of mount, flashlight mount, whatever. Whatever I'm just trying to do. But once I get that rail profile correct, and I don't care what anybody says, different manufacturers will have, it'll be slightly different, right? I mean, we have these manufacturing tolerances that are really good today, but yet still not exactly the same. So when you're 3D printing plastic especially, it's good to have that. But that's the way I do it. Create a module, plot my points, and when you plot points like this in Openscad, it basically just draws that picture, and then you extrude it up the Z. So if you go back to this picture, these are my points, this is my X, this is my Y. It's just two-dimensional. There is no Z, there is no vertical up. Back to Openscad, once I have that done, if I go to my rail mount 2 here, you can see I do the linear extrude height of 40. So I just bring that up 40 millimeters is what I'm doing. And it creates that shape when I do that. It's awesome, it's easy, and it's fun just to iterate and try to get things right. That's the way I do it. Quick iteration video, how I design parts, because I am not a 3D designer. I'm sure there's a better way to do it. But for me, this is really the best way to get the best fit for these parts that I make. So anyway, that's all we have for today, guys. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time.